Hi, good morning, everyone. So welcome to our daily briefing. So today is October 13th, which is Wednesday. So let us take a quick recap on previous important economic data. So the first one is UK claimant count change September. Previous is negative 58.6 thousand, and the actual is negative 51.1 thousand, which is higher than the previous. So actually, this is not a good news for GBP. And then we go to the next one, which is UK average earning, including bonus August. So the previous is 8.3%, forecast is at 7%, and the actual is at 7.2%, slightly higher than the forecast. So this is a good news for the GBP. And then we go to the next one, which is the Germany ZEW Economic Sentiment Index October. So the previous is 26.5. The forecast is 24, and the actual is 22.3, which is slightly lower, lower than the forecast. So this is not a good news for the euro dollar. And then we go to the next one is US JOLT job openings August. So the previous is 11.098 million, and the forecast is 10.925 million. The actual is 10.439 million, which is lower than the forecast. So this is not a good news for the USD. Again, so we go to the next part of our daily briefing today, which is the previous day market volatility recap for gold. So it rise 150 pips. So we can see here in the market graph inside the red rectangle here. So what happened? Let us read the factor here. So gold prices rose on Tuesday. So spot gold closed above $1,760. So increased inflation concerns weakened risk appetite and boosted demand for safe haven gold. So, but a stronger US dollar limited the gains. So we can see that the gold fell down because of the US dollar. Okay, so we go to the next one, which is Uwti Crude Oil. So it's turbulent within 200 pips, as we can see that here inside the market graph, inside the red rectangle here. So let us read the factor here. What happened on the WTI crude oil last night? So US oil rose slightly and closed above $80 mark for 2 days. So the market trend was turbulent. Investors were assessing how the global power crisis would affect oil demand this winter. The shortage of natural gas and coal as the winter in the northern hemisphere is approaching has already prompted some people switch to fuels such as diesel and fuel oil in the power industry. So we can see that the demand of the WTI crude oil is getting higher and higher. So the price maybe will maintain at this level, which is around $80. So maybe if you go higher in the future, who knows, right? Okay, so we go to the next one. That's part of our daily briefing today, which is when come to EU session today, we have to focus on these important economic data. So they are all released at 2 o'clock later. So let us take a look on the first one, which is UK GDP year on year August. So the previous is 7.5%, the forecast is 6.7%, and the schedule is at 2 o'clock later. So if higher than expected reading should be taken as positive for the GBP, while a lower than expected reading should be taken as negative for the GBP. Okay, so we go to the next one, which is UK GDP 3-month average August. So the previous is 3.6% and forecast is at 3%. The schedule is same at 2 o'clock later. So if higher than expected reading should be taken as positive for the GBP, while lower than expected reading should be taken as negative for the GBP. Then next one is Germany inflation rate CPI. Okay, so year on year final September. So previous and forecast is same at 4.1%. Schedule still the same at 2 o'clock later. So if higher than expected reading should be taken as positive for the euro dollar, while lower than expected reading should be taken as negative for the euro dollar. Then we go to the next one. Next part, so which is when come to US session tonight, it is very important because we have the US CPI economic data at tonight, 8:30 o'clock. This will bring big impact to the market tonight. Okay, so after that, we will have FOMC minutes at 2 a.m. at the midnight tonight. Okay, so and then 4:30 a.m. Fed Brainerd speech. So and these are very important. We have to let your client knows, inform them, and then they will if they want to get out of the risk, then they will do what they want to do. Okay, so we go take a look on the first one, which is the US core inflation rate year on year September. So the previous is 4%. Forecast is also the same at 4%. So schedule is at 8:30 tonight. Okay, so remember, if higher than expected reading should be taken as positive for the USD, while a lower than expected reading should be taken as negative for the USD. So we go to the next one, which is US inflation rate year on year September. Okay, so the previous one is core inflation rate, which is core CPI, and then this one is CPI. Okay, so previous is 5.3%, forecast is same at 5.3%. So the schedule is same at 8:30 tonight. So if higher than expected reading should be taken as positive for the USD, while a lower than expected reading should be taken as negative for the USD. Then we go to the next part of our daily briefing today is the market update for gold. So the resistance level of today is 1769. Support level of today is 1750. So personal opinion for today, I will take it as a bearish. Even the trading center preference for rise, but I will still take it for a bearish. Why? So let's read the factors here. Okay, so US 2-year Treasury bond yields jumped to the highest in more than 18 months. So investors dump US Treasuries, believing that soaring energy prices will intensify inflation and increase the pressure on the Fed to act earlier than expected. Okay, so gold prices may be out of the short range within the help of the September CPI data in the United States, which will show which is 8:30 tonight. Okay, so prior to this, the volatility is expected to be limited, and there is still not much reason for the optimism in the gold price outlook. Okay, so the focus will be on the USC September CPI data during the day. So in addition, the Federal Reserve will also announce the minutes of the monetary policy meeting, so which is expected to further strengthen the forecast of November reduction. Okay, so which is negative for gold prices. So this is the reason why I will take it to gold with bearish for today. For tonight, but we still don't know what happened until 8:30, until the release of the important economic data. So, but we take a look on the market graph here. So if the price break below the pivot, so which is the 1750, the resistance level, the support level here, we will look for further downside to S2, which is 1742. So if the price break out the resistance level here, which is 1769, then we will look for further upside to 1781. So that's all for our daily briefing today. So wish you have a good day and see you again. Bye bye.